Hello everyone, this is Zahra. We are towards the end of the wonderful course Moodle MOOC 13 and now I'm in collaborative course design area to explain how I have developed my own part and my own contribution to the teamwork and also the project of this course. As you see here in collaborative course design, we've got different sessions developed by different colleagues, and my part was technology in EFL classroom. I have divided this part into 5 weeks. That 4 weeks include practices, and then the last one includes kind of evaluation, self-evaluation and reflection. Let's go to different parts of it. First of all, welcome aboard. As you see, I have selected to choose a kind of scenario, kind of story scenario for it, because as I have already told, technology exploration and technology integration is like a kind of journey for me, kind of exploration. First of all, self-exploration, then exploring different potentials of online area, different applications and tools and websites. Now on the welcome aboard, on this page, let's go to see how I have introduced the course to potential participants. Yes, as you see here, first of all, I have added the logo of the course. I should add it at the beginning of every page and also on the certificate. In this part, first of all, I have introduced the course, and then as a kind of roadmap, I have added the syllabus because I believe that if students know exactly what they are going to do through the syllabus, or even if we can negotiate the syllabus at times, depending on the situation, then students can learn much more from the course. And then they can learn in a goal-oriented manner. The weekly schedule is here provided, as you see. Week 1 includes introduction, and then week 2 language skills, the tools, and some perhaps even theories for learning language skills with technology. Then tools for grammar and vocabulary in the week 4. It's something we learn something about course design, and finally week 5 there are some demonstration. Students are supposed to demonstrate what the course they have designed, kind of a demo of teaching one session, and then it also includes self-evaluation and assessment and reflection for participants. Sorry. And then I have introduced myself finally here. Okay, this was the roadmap that provides a broad perspective for learners. Then before raising the sails, this is my week 1. In this part, before beginning the theories and practices about technology integration, we go to basics of working online. Safety online, first of all, it includes, yes, it includes a forum for introducing, sharing some stories, and then I have also added my own share, because as a kind of narrative inquiry, we can learn each other from our own stories. Then I introduced something about safety online, and then about appropriate behavior online, about etiquette. I have added a video And then I consider screencasting as a kind of way for communication and expressing each other's idea on each other's work, on our own work, on our exploration and learning as kind of reflection and teaching people how we have learned and what we have learned. I have added screencasting, yes, this activity, and then here in this forum, students are supposed to add their own, in fact, their first screencasts and comment on each other's screencasts. And then the next session is setting off towards the first island. The first island after sailing and the ocean. And here it includes some theories and tools for listening, speaking, reading, and writing skills. The four main skills, and then there are some forums in which students are supposed to, of course not students, let's call them teachers or participants. These participants are supposed to share some ideas or whatever they have learned from the materials. I haven't uploaded the material on purpose because I worried about the copyright. In fact, there were some book chapters. I need to make sure about the copyright, and if there is no problem with adding some chapters to a course, perhaps I need the permission from publisher and authors. Then also evaluating tools and websites. In this part, students are supposed to, participants are supposed to explore some websites and evaluate them, and then express and present these evaluation in a screencast. And then they are supposed to design some mini lessons for each skill in the sandbox. As you see, each sandbox is here a place for people, for students, to be given the right of a teacher. And for example, sandbox 1 is for this week 1, sandbox 2 for this week, sandbox 1 for week 2, sandbox 2 for the third week, and so on. Here participants can present their work. And then in the island, we are wandering between the words. Here we want to talk about the theory and practice of learning vocabulary and grammar, and then again evaluating tools and websites and providing screencasts for these explorations and evaluations, and then designing mini lesson in the sandbox too. Let's go to the games of the explorers. In fact, it reminded me of the Game of the Throne or Clash of Clans or any of these games. Here we have some lessons about course design, and students should go to sandbox, to the next sandbox, and of course here it should be sandbox 3. I should edit it. Demonstrate their own course, the course they have designed, and then evaluate their demonstration. They should demonstrate their courses, and then it also includes some self-evaluation and reflection. Sorry, I made a big mistake. Here it's the last week. I just missed settling down. In settling down, in fact, we learned something about course design. Sorry, I made a mistake here. And the participants need to be familiar with different platforms and select a platform, like for example Moodle, if it's available to them. Of course here they might be given the role of a teacher, And also they can select some educational blogs like EduBlog. They can select Edmodo or other platforms or any other platforms available to them and select some materials and content and design their course. Here, sorry, I missed this part. It happens in the sandbox 3. And final, the game of the explorers is a kind of competition between them to present their courses and demo and have a demo demonstration. And then they should assess and evaluate other participants' demonstration. And finally, they should add a kind of self-evaluation or self-assessment essay. Then there are 3 other tabs here. Let's see what we can find in them. Okay, here is the place that the students can get their certificate. Their certificate generated by Moodle is not, it is restricted until the students, the participants, complete all the all the activities. And then I always say that whenever we think we end, it's just the beginning, and this is just the first step with the immense and diverse potentials of technology. We cannot say we have finished something. And here again, this certificate shows at the beginning, not just the end. Well, about the journey, I have introduced myself here again and the platform, technology used, about this journey. And then resources. Again, I haven't added much more resources because, as I mentioned, I worry about the copyright problem, but so far I have added the take term dictionary here. I can add some more dictionaries, some more glossaries, take term glossaries, and some books. As soon as I make sure about the copyright policies on Moodle, I can add some book chapters and handbook of using technology in language teaching, 2017 perhaps, and some other sources and activities based on those sources. In fact, I have been waiting for them to make sure of the policies, as I mentioned. Okay, this is all about this course. I hope I can complete it. I can run it with some participants, and thank you so much for your attention and the time you spent on watching this video. Have a nice time. Enjoy. Goodbye.